interesting topic. Like I said, for everyone who has a relationship in another location, be it city, be it country, I'm sure there'll be a lot of value for you in here. Okay? So I see comfort, I see innocence, I see favor.
Humble Queen Esther is there.
Master's Key,
George
Chinaza.
Ducci. George Ducci is there.
Yes, and I see Abigail.
Innocent is there.
Thank you all for joining. Touch the button small. Okay.
Hey, comfort is laughing.
So we're going to talk about the disadvantages, and then we'll talk about the advantages, and then we can make suggestions. We prefer solutions so that long distance relationships can be easy. You see, it's not anybody's fault sometimes that you have to stay apart. It's just the way you see things, because sometimes somebody's job may warrant the person being transferred to another location, or somebody's schooling. That shouldn't be the end of the relationship. Okay? So we're trying to discuss this so we can make it easier for everyone involved. All right? So when you talk about disadvantages, I think the first one that comes to mind is communication. You know why? Because there are always time differences. Even if you're not in a relationship with someone, if you have just a colleague or an acquaintance that stays in another country or another location, you find out that if you're even in the same country, it's even better. But when they are different countries, you find out that you operate under different time zones. The time you're probably sleeping in your country is probably the time the other person is waking up to go to work, or the time that you're free is when the person is at work. So there are always different time zones, and that affects your talk time, because it's easier. It's either it's convenient for you and it's not convenient for that person, or it's convenient for that person, it's not convenient for you, right, Pastor O?
Oh, sure.
Okay. And then apart from the difference in time zones, because you're not seeing the person face to face, so you probably send the person a message. It could be a chat, it could be a text, and it's misunderstood. I can be talking to Pastor O because he's seen me and seen my expression. I can say something like, "Go away, Joe. Go away, Joe," and he will smile because he knows that "go away, Joe" is not the normal "go away" it should be. But when you're chatting someone and you say "go away," that person is not seeing you, and the person takes it serious and thinks that you actually mean it.
I may feel offended.
Ordinarily, things that the person should have just laughed about and all that, they can misunderstand your communication. Is there anything that comes to your mind?
Well, just as you are talking about those, the flip side of the other side, the negative side of it, I'm looking at also the positive side of it, because sometimes that long distance relationship has a way of also helping in improved communication. Couples often develop better communication, knowing that the other person is not there. Some people may just be, that empathy, that feeling, putting yourself in the other person's position.
That nostalgic feeling that the person is not around.
So many a times, couples who are living apart tend to watch the choice of words they
so
use,
that they don't have misunderstanding, so that they don't quarrel.
Yes.
Because the relationship is standing on eggshells. Okay, I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
And sometimes too, another benefit, or one of the benefits, or the flip side of what you just said, is the tendency to have deep conversation. Now, why do you have deep conversation? Just as you said, the person may just be rushing to go to work, and you are trying to sleep. So even if it's 10 minutes, 5 minutes, you'll find out that the conversation will be so deep, and the quality will also be more, because the person will give you attention, knowing that in the next 5 minutes or in the next 10 minutes, you may just dash off, or you may not even be available.
Pastor O, you have become a major for seeing things from another angle. Because honestly, you're
I
talking
maybe it's my glasses.
you're talking on I could never have thought about it that way. Yeah, because every second they have to communicate is quality time,
Yes,
right?
they want to maximize it. They want to maximize
Interesting.
it.
That's good. That's interesting. Okay. Right. All right. Okay. So the next one actually is lack of physical presence. Do you remember the day we talked about 5 languages of relationship, right? You remember that one of them was the physical touch. Okay. There are some relationships, if your language is physical touch and the person is not always around, maybe you want to hug, maybe you want to hold, it might affect that relationship. That's what I think. Okay.
And that's what it is.
Yes, that's what it is. Okay, so and then another thing about long distance relationships is that it limits your shared experiences. It limits your shared experiences because if you're in the same location, somebody can just call and say, I'm going for lunch. Would you want to come along? Or, oh, I'm going to watch a movie. Would you want to come along? All of those kind of things. But when you're not in the same area, such things cannot happen. What do you think?
Yes, just as I said the first time too, maybe I look at the flip side of that. Because the person is not there. Just as you said, you are going out, the person can join you. But if the person is not there, there's this chance, no matter how small it is, of personal growth. What do I mean by personal growth? Because the person is not there, you tend to use your time probably for self-development. Okay, now you are going to salon and you say, okay, I see you going to salon, I want to tag along. If I wasn't there, you are going to salon, I may use that opportunity to pick a book and start reading. I may use that opportunity to enroll for one skill, develop one skill or another.
Why are you like this? Why are you like this?
So that is the flip side of it. But the point really is, just as they say, when you look at this side, you look at this other side,
Okay, so for today, I'm nearing the disadvantage side.
And I'm giving the advantage side.
Okay. Let me see if there are comments before we continue. Let me see if there are comments before we continue. Someone said it's raining in her location.
Okay, and somebody also said
we thank God for rain. We thank God for rain. It's a good thing.
Her husband is in another location. I'm trying to find. Was it Abigail?
Okay, someone's husband is in another location.
Yes.
Nice to say this video now for you. This life is for you.
Let me check. Wow, there are so many
comments. So you can't find
so I'm trying to find the person. If you are the one, just let us know.
Just let us know. You must have seen it at a glance, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so we continue. Sounds like my voice is echoing all of a sudden.
Yeah, please check. Help check if there's any
echo. My voice echoing, like I can hear myself. Okay. So I move on to the next one. The next one happens to be trust issues. Pastor, let me see how you will counter that one. Let me see how you will counter that one, because if you're not in the same area with someone, you're not in the same locality with someone,
Mm-hmm.
chances are that you become insecure. And you, okay, see, Pastor, if I'm in the same area with you,
Yes.
and I see you with a lady,
Mm-hmm.
I probably know who she is.
Mm-hmm.
I probably know what your discussion is about and all that.
Yes.
But if you're in a different location and I see your video or your clip or something with a lady, I may start reading meanings into it. In
Yes.
fact, even to build trust is hard because if you are around, it's easier to build trust. Trust is basically built on consistency. But when I'm not even seeing you to know the consistency of your words and the consistency of your actions, you know, I may just begin to assume things that do not exist.
Yes.
And it's not good.
Okay.
And don't tell me that, don't begin to tell me that you don't have control over my assumptions or how I feel.
No, I can't say that.
Because jealousy is a good feeling sometimes.
Yes.
It has a positive side, it has a negative side. Sometimes you're jealous just because you feel ownership, just because you feel that this is your own. Why is she hanging around him? I mean, it's a normal thing.
Okay. The flip side of that too is that what you don't see or hear don't hurt. Now, because you are in the same location with the person, you are working with the person either to church, to market, or to a function. Another person of opposite sex, maybe long-time friend or old-time friend, or even an ex, comes and say, "Oh, how are you? Long time." He may not even know that the other person is either your husband or your partner. Now, the other person that saw that, you know, will begin to question, what could have happened? He or she never told me of this person. What is going on? Because what he saw. But long distance relationship, you didn't see. So you didn't hear. What you don't see, what you don't hear, don't hurt. So you see, because of that, and trust is actually built on, you know, experience. And what is it that really casts doubt on somebody's integrity or that trust issue? Is what happened. And if nothing happened, nothing happened. Well, what do you think? Maybe I should hear from you people.
I'm looking to see if anyone has commented.
Because what you don't see don't hurt. What you don't see don't hurt. What you don't hear don't hurt. What you also don't know don't hurt. So it's just like somebody in America and you are here and you don't know who is talking with. You don't know who is. So it's yes.
Okay.
That's the flip side too.
That's the flip side.
Yes.
All right, that's good.
Okay, Baram said we are looking good. Thank you.
Okay. So apart from trust, what about cost and time? The cost of visiting can be very expensive. Very. And then see, it's not even just about the cost of visiting that is expensive. You know, it's time consuming.
Yes.
So it puts a strain on your finances, it puts a strain on your schedules. Imagine using your weekend to rush to go and visit someone where you can stay in your location and use that weekend for something else, assuming the person was with you.
Yes.
Okay. And when you do visit, the time is not even enough. Okay, so you rush from Kaduna to Port Harcourt, and maybe you went on Friday, and you're going back on Sunday. That means that you just have Saturday to spend with this person. What can you really achieve within that time frame?
And the stress is also
is too much.
Depending on the distance. Because sometimes you are talking about maybe Abuja, Port Harcourt, or Port Harcourt, Lagos. Sometimes it may even be out of the country. You are talking about Nigeria, London, Nigeria, Canada, and all that. So
what do you do in that kind of situation?
No. That kind of situation, you have to visit, but maybe proper planning may help in that instance.
You always have
another thing is that because of, you see, there's a saying that says that cheap article they run belly. What cost you nothing, you may not even value it. Yes. If something costs you nothing, you won't value it. But if it costs you something, if that visitation, if that travel, if
Wow.
that time is going to cost you something, and this time it's not costing just one person, because whatever affects one affects the other. And because of that cost implication, you may want to utilize it effectively. So sometimes when the other partner is coming or visiting, you say that you clear the diary, you clear your diary to make sure that you have quality time. So it could be the advantage of that. Now let me know what you think, because Pastor Efoma is trying to box me to a corner here.
And I'm also
Let me know what you think.
I'm also thinking that because the time is short, let me tilt a bit to your side. Maybe the focus will not be on communication, both of you will achieve something meaningful, because in that one day, maybe you can have deeper emotional connection.
Yes.
Let me just agree with you for once.
And quality time. Well, whatever that means.
Okay. I'll agree with you for once, because I'm actually an advocate of
quality time.
Relationship where both of you are together. I'm an advocate for that. That's why you see me talk about the disadvantages. But Pastor O feels that it does not matter, and no matter where you are, you can still make it work. Okay. Interesting. So the next thing I'll be talking about will be life changes. The fact that when people are not together, it's like they grow apart. That's what I feel. I may not be right. I just feel that they grow apart. I feel that they start having different goals, and so on and so forth. Maybe that's why you will see a man complain that, hey, he sent a girl to the university and she came out and said she won't marry him again. All those kind of things. It's because they grew apart. You see, as that girl went to that university, now I'm using that university as a separate location because the man is in the village, probably doing plumbing work or mechanic work or something. And this girl has been sent to a university, maybe in Abuja or Port Harcourt or Lagos. She goes there and her eyes open. She has different sets of friends. She attends different events. She meets different people and so on and so forth. There is absolutely nothing that will make that girl graduate and go back to the village mechanic or the village plumber. It's not possible. Ce n'est pas possible. That my French that used to come out once in a month. It's probably the only French I can speak. Ce n'est pas possible. But seriously, and you see, people now begin. It's not that the girl is a bad person, because even if you force her to get married to that person, she will not be happy. Why? Because she has grown. She has grown. She has seen life. She has seen a different environment. She has seen different classes of people. She has enjoyed different standards and so on and so forth. So that's actually one of the things that happens when people are apart. They grow apart. There are no two ways about it. They grow apart.
Well, you are saying no two ways about it. Maybe I can say there are three ways. There are three ways about it.
Acknowledge, Pastor. Acknowledge that is the truth first, because
yes, I acknowledge that it does happen, and it's true. I'm only looking at how can we address it? How can we manage such? Because yes, you took one side of it. Maybe somebody in the maybe village and learn skills and is practicing that and now sent the other person to university or another place. That is one side. The other side is somebody being in one country, okay, and just for greener pasture, the other person is, let's say, one in Nigeria and the other one now travel to America.
I know what you're going to say. You're going to say the other person can go and join the greener pasture.
No, that is a possibility. But I'm looking at communication. When there's communication, and for every relationship, you hear us here, we keep hammering on importance of communication. If both of them understood that, okay, here you are sending me to school to go and okay, to better myself, and you have not gone to school. Possibly, if there's that understanding, when one finishes, the other one can go to school. That's what we call adult education. There are some people that even at 70, they are in university. At 60, they are in university. At 50, they are still developing themselves. So, if you fail to develop yourself, whether you send the person to university or not, the scenario you created can as well happen. You can imagine somebody, one went to university, had first degree. The other one, went to university, had first degree. They now got married. And the other one kept developing him or herself to the extent of having PhD. And the other one is at one level. And another thing, maybe they are calling the person for seminar in World Bank, international organization. He may not be able to cope. So that disparity will be there. But as one is developing, the other one should also develop. Communication is very key. If both of them should come together, understand it, and agree. Okay, this is the way we have to go when this and this happens. If one travel to Canada and the other one is in Nigeria or Ghana, should make room for the other one, for the one here to go there or the one there to come over here.
Interesting. That's good. Let's have your comments in the comment section. Let's see.
Okay.
So, who is more for or against? Who believes
Faith Oparaji, thanks for joining.
Yes. So, who believes in long distance relationships and who doesn't, and why? Let's know your why in the comments.
Let's know your take
before we now discuss how we can make it better.
Somebody say cheap commodity, they think belle. Hey. Okay. Priscilla said, I can't travel for as long as from Kaduna to Port Harcourt and spend one day. Mommy, check them now.
You can, though. Some people will just fly. Some people will just fly. If you're working in a place that they're not giving you vacation or you can't take permission, you'll make do with your weekend. And then you see, some people actually do it. They fly Friday evening and get back
Monday morning
or Sunday night. Evening. Yes, Sunday evening or Sunday night. It actually happens.
Master Key saying, I do believe in long distance relationship. Okay.
Is it Master Key? Are you saying you do believe or you don't believe? In case it's a typo. If whether you believe or you don't believe, can we know your reason?
Just let us know the one you believe in and
let
why.
Let us know the one you believe in and why.
Not just for Master's Key. If you can, just
anyone that tells
your
us
take.
Whether you're for or against, tell us why.
Let's have your take. Okay, Master's Key said communication is the key. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Master's Key says both of you have concrete understanding and a better communication.
Okay,
in other words, fine. Why not? Priscilla said, I believe in long distance relationship. Okay.
Okay. That's good. So many people on Pastor O's side today.
Okay, Faith Oparaji said, I don't believe in long distance relationship because you will not get to really know the person. Okay, that's another reason. Obia Julu Patrick, OBJ, said long distance relationship ends up badly
when there is lack of trust.
When there's lack of trust. Very, very important, yes. When there's lack of trust. And that's why that trust is actually the bedrock. Okay, Faith said, I don't believe in long. Okay, we've read that. Okay.
So I think we should move on to discuss how it can be better.
Okay.
How it can be better. Effective communication. It's good to regularly check in on each other if you're in a long distance relationship.
What do you mean by that? Is it to carry spot check?
No, no, no,
unannounced,
no, 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 no. I
mystery
mean,
shopping. You know
no,
one
I
thing
mean
about that.
to particularly, be intentional about
Mm,
the way you call or text. You have to be on top of it.
okay, be very
You have to be
intentional.
very intentional. You have to be at it.
Okay.
It has to be very regular, very frequent. Even when you're going to sleep, it's your bedtime. You can leave messages that the person can read
Mhm.
at the person's location, or when you are waking up, you can leave messages, like that, depending on who is about to sleep and who is about to wake up. They don't have to read your message immediately.
Yes, they
They
can wake
can
up
see
and
it, you can send it, and they'll see it when they have to see it. That's what I'm trying to pass across.
yeah. And another thing is try to try to be try to disclose all material facts at all times. For
Okay.
instance, you wake up in the morning, okay, you let the person know, maybe chat message, okay, between 6 and 6:30, I'll be on my way to work. I guess I should be at work by 6:30 or 7. And
Mm-hmm.
between 7 and 8, I will have a meeting. Thereafter, I will have to attend to one or two things. During break time, I will have to dash out,
That's very important.
then I will close from work around 5, then maybe branch to pick some groceries, and I should be home by 8. Then between 8 and all that,
So
I
the
attend
person
to
knows
church.
your
The person
movements.
just knows your movement from
Oh,
start to
yes,
wait,
it
so that
helps.
if anybody, because see, the way the person is looking at you is also the way you are looking at the person. Somebody may go and tell the person, oh, I saw your partner at so place, and the person will now know, oh yes, you actually informed that at so time you may be in so shop to pick something, or maybe be in a particular hotel or training center for a training. You can imagine going to a place for training, maybe organization
And they
having
now
training
call
in
you
a hotel, and somebody that knows you and your partner sees you walking into the hotel.
I saw
Several things will start flashing in the other person's
But by the
mind.
time they now say, oh, they saw you in this hotel, and the person
And the
says,
person
yes,
says,
he
yes,
told me,
that
or
you
she
be,
told
they have
me,
training there and all that.
it helps.
It helps. So you have to
Okay.
disclose all material facts. Let the person know your movements, daily activities.
That's very good. That's very, very good, Pastor O. Because apart from even long distance relationships, it even helps with near distance relationships.
Yes.
It helps because I remember those days. At every point in time, I used to feel very good that I knew where Pastor O was at every point in time. He's very good with doing that. If Pastor O will be going inside the meeting, he will send you a message, tell you the meeting, tell you how long he anticipated it will last, and so on and so forth, and tell you that immediately he comes out, he would call you. So I always felt at peace. I always felt comfortable knowing that I knew where he was at every point in time. Okay. So the next one is variety in communication. So you can use voice notes, voice messages, video calls, social media chats, and so on and so forth. So just use a variety of communication methods.
Very important. Technology has helped us in that regard. Before somebody will come from America to visit you. The person will write from America that is coming on so time. The person would have arrived even before the letter. Before the letter will get to you. And the person will go back, you will write telling the person thank you. Before the letter will get to the person has come again.
And sometimes it doesn't ever get to the person, it gets lost in transit.
So these days you can just pick your phone and the person is seeing you, you are seeing the person.
You're doing video
calls.
So there's this feeling of closeness. Yes. Okay? All right. And then I think another thing that works is open and honest dialogue. Anyhow you feel, you communicate it so that you can discuss it. So open and honest dialogue. Don't pretend, don't hide anything, just come out. I feel like this. I'm beginning to feel uneasy in this relationship. Yes. This and that and that and that. So you can iron it out.
If you are feeling insecure, if there's any doubt or anything that is giving, voice it out.
As long as it gives you concern.
Yes.
Okay. And maybe you both can set goals and expectations about your relationship. What do you expect of this relationship? What do you expect from this relationship? So that you can have goals and work towards with those goals and expectations. Because really and truly, people get disappointed when their expectations are not met. Okay? So if you have clear cut expectations and both of you work towards meeting them, anything about disappointment will be, eroded, will not be there. I don't
Oh
know.
yes, yes,
I don't know
very,
if
very,
it makes
very important, because you cannot be in a relationship for 6 years, 7 years. He or she has not proposed to you. You don't even know the purpose of that relation. Even university is 4 years for some courses.
University is 4 years
In
before
4 years.
you
Now,
graduate. Meanwhile, you
now
have been in this
you are
relationship
in a
11
relationship.
years.
The person that was born on the day of the anniversary of that relationship is now in primary school or university. And yet, you you don't know whether you are moving forward or moving backward. So you have to be, need to make the purpose of that relationship clear. There are some people that will tell you, maybe, just maybe, you on one hand, you are thinking, okay, this relationship will lead to marriage. And the other person is not even seeing it that way at all. Now, it's disparity.
I remember the day we were expecting a package from someone. So he was talking with Pastor O and he was saying, we're just going, we're just going, something like that. Then Pastor O said, Pastor O was talking to him after I said, are you going or you're coming? Which one is we're just going?
You are just going.
We're just going, Nana. Communication,
Communication is key,
it is very
especially
key.
in
It can make
relationship.
and it can mark.
Yes.
Communication is very important.
I think it should be in a daily activity, because if you're at work and you don't communicate properly, you will have challenge. You're in a relationship, you don't communicate properly, you have challenge.
Exactly.
Every
one is to communicate. Another one is to communicate properly.
Yes.
Every relationship.
Have we posted that our communication? Okay. Please
Yeah.
watch out for our communication skits. Maybe this week. Yes. It's been looked at.
Yes, because we want to showcase that communication can be miscommunicated.
Okay. Communication can be miscommunicated. Okay. Just watch out for that skit.
Yes.
If you don't see it tomorrow, watch out for it the after. Tomorrow is Monday. Okay.
Yes.
Most likely on Tuesday. Yes. Watch out for it. Okay. It will teach you a whole lot about communication.
Very simple skits.
Very simple skits.
But it has a lot to communicate
to you.
Okay. When you're in a long distance relationship, it helps when you plan your future together. So that there can be.
Oh, please permit me to recognize Asa Daniel. How are you? Thanks for joining.
Asa, how are you? It's been a while. Good to see you.
Funke, thank God. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Okay, we'll recognize you one day. Okay, there are so many.
I saw.
Okay.
I saw.
Media. Media, check. You saw?
I think I saw the comments that we have not addressed.
Okay.
Innocent.
Okay. I have these same issues in my area. A mechanic sponsor a lady to school. Okay, it's a long read. Mechanic sponsor a lady to school after they get married for 6 months.
Read it and summarize.
Okay, it's in line with what you said, that the mechanic sponsored the lady. And after the lady graduated, the lady decided not to.
That was higher. It happens.
The mechanic should also go to school. There's school for
it happens.
For mechanics, engineering.
The mechanic should also think about
step up.
Which is what people should work towards. If you want to give somebody a, a better platform, you are at a disadvantage if you don't give yourself a better platform as well. So there's nothing wrong in sending someone to school. What is not so right is that you don't see the need to become a better person. You don't see the need to improve, and you should. Okay?
Another thing, maybe we'll use this opportunity to say this. You shouldn't attach condition to, when you are helping someone, don't attach condition, especially don't say, I'm sending you to school so that when you come out
Come
to
out of
marry,
school.
let
Let it be
if you are
that you're
send-
helping the person.
let it be that you are helping the person. Alternatively, you can now marry. If you people, you love yourself, then marry. Then why in that marriage, the other person can go to school?
But
At least you now know that
it still affects. It will still affect the marriage
it will
if
still
the
affect the
other person
relationship.
does not go,
But
married
that's,
or not.
yes, that's why the other person will also need to
Step up.
step up.
Okay. So another thing
But
is,
sorry, but because you are married, for the other party to now renege or change, there are legal procedures. If you are married, you now have to go through divorce and all that. You get the point.
wow, for long distance relationships, you have to come up with creative bonding. With technology now, both of you can be at different locations and watch the same movies. You can be at different locations and be cooking the same recipe and have that feeling of connectivity.
Yes.
You can also, there are so many things you can do. So even though you're at different locations, you can play games together, online games, and so on and so forth, so that you can feel that you're connected.
Another thing that just crossed my mind now, they say that traveling is part of education.
Okay.
Because the other person, one is on this side, another person is on the other side. Some things that happen on this other side, or some benefits or some knowledge gained from here, you can share it with the person here. Sometimes there might be business opportunities in that place that you can even bring to this other side, and your partner can take it off from there.
Yes, that's good. And then, just to add to that, you can also decide to surprise yourselves, surprise each other.
Okay, sorry there. Faith is saying that the volume is low.
The volume is low.
So
is it only
to high it a little?
Is it only
who now? Is it me or Pastor Ifoma? So that we know where to increase the volume from. Please, Faith, help us. Let's know. Is it my own volume? Can you hear me loud and clear?
Is it me?
Okay, no sense. This evening is really impacting.
Thank you. Is it my voice that is low? I actually have a natural high voice.
Okay, maybe it's me.
So I'll be surprised if it's me.
Talk, and I'm trying to clear my throat.
Because even when I talk low, my voice is loud.
Okay, Priscilla said that the volume is okay from her side.
Okay, so it's not clear.
OBJ said very loud. BJ. OBJ is in a country that they don't make noise. He joined from UK.
Let's acknowledge OBJ. Let's acknowledge OBJ.
Okay.
OBJ is joining us.
Chinaza said that your voice echoes a bit. Okay.
I noticed it from the beginning. I don't know why.
Confirmela says she can hear us both.
Let me check. Hold on. Let me check my connectivity and see.
Let's check it. Media also check from that end.
Media also check.
Okay, Masterski said the volume is okay, please.
Is the echo still there?
Confirm if the echo is still there. Who said echo? Okay.
I was actually acknowledging OBJ's presence. Yes. OBJ has joined us from UK. You remember OBJ? That we rushed to go and visit when he came to our country. Okay, he has returned safely back
Yes.
to his location.
The man that said that
OBJ will cite
he
you.
cannot remember the people that went to Dezes.
Maybe now that he's back to his location, he can remember
No,
the
no,
people.
no.
He can remember the people that used to visit to Dezes compound.
No. He
Let
cannot
him tell
remember.
us. OBJ, can you now remember?
No, he cannot remember.
That's so, oh.
Hey, he cannot remember now. Even me, I can't remember.
You see that going to Dezes house, one day the truth will come out.
We can't remember. Okay, OBJ said too late, madam. He cannot remember. Yes.
Both of you,
No, we cannot remember. There are some things you can't.
you
Better not
don't
to
even want
remember.
to remember. Okay.
Hey, Priscilla said he can't remember Mobi. Leave this matter.
I've left it to Priscilla. Thank you.
Thank you, Priscilla.
I've left the matter. Even Ferdinand will tell me to leave that matter. Okay. So when you are in different locations, you can send yourself meals, you can send packages, just to show the other person that you're thinking about them.
Yes.
Okay.
It need not be expensive. It need not be expensive. Something to just show that, yes, you care.
That you care. And in all of this, try to maintain your independence. Actually, you're two different people. So as much as possible, you still have, your lives to live. So you must maintain your independence.
Yes.
Then have positive mindset. Be positive about everything. Be hopeful. Expect the best in your dealings with each other, and so on and so forth.
And let me also add that living apart should not be open-ended or ad infinitum. That's when we always speak at that time. I don't even know if it's correct. But the point is there should be a set time, a set target that, okay, we are looking at so time, maybe 6 months time, 3 months time, 1 year's time of being together. Okay. I don't think it's advisable to just stay apart for a very, very long time or open-ended. You don't even know when you people will not be together. Even in retirement, you still don't plan to even be together, and something is not right.
Okay, that's a good one. I think you should celebrate milestones too. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, whatever. Just make sure that you find ways to celebrate your milestones together. Together, so that you can feel that sense of unity and purpose.
And always remember important dates. Don't go to, let it not be that it's on social media, you now find out that it's your partner's birthday when others have started wishing him or her birthday. So you need to know those important dates.
Important dates, yes.
And plan towards them too. It's not just to know. For instance, if the person's birthday is next month, 2 months' time, you can start from, because of the distance, you can start from today. Who are the friends that you can probably make contact with to arrange package or give that, take it to her, or maybe you arrange with all these logistic companies or gift shop and plan that they should take so and so thing to the person at so and so time and date.
Okay. Pastor, which month are we?
This is July.
Okay. What is happening in July?
Our anniversary.
You remember?
Why not?
What day?
30th.
Pastor
Yes.
Pastor is 31st. Pastor
is it?
30,
31st. Is one and the same thing now.
You see yourself.
No. 30, 31st.
So in fact, when you don't even know the day,
at least
that means that you have not arranged anything.
I have idea. 30, 31st. From 30 you enter 31st. From 31st you jump enter.
When I was just thinking that Pastor O was planning something. Hey, Pastor O is 31st. July 31st.
Okay.
Yes, please don't forget again.
Okay.
All right. So.
But wait, this is a Miloko era. Okay.
It's not. It has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
So, 31st of July. Don't forget.
31st of July.
Okay, so
Then wait, what of those? Maybe one. For some of you, if the year is a leap year, maybe you just arrange to get that anniversary,
that's for February.
29 February. And so that it can be coming every 4 years, so that you won't be running into trouble.
It enters the first. If it's a leap year and your anniversary falls on the 29th, you will do it on the 1st. Because that is the day after 28.
Okay.
That's why people cannot be celebrating their anniversaries every 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah. There's an exception.
Innocent say, oh my. He says, yes, I did learn this love. Oh.
Innocent, well done. Anyway, so what I was even going to say is that whether your relationship is near or far, always practice quality over quantity. It helps. Quality over quantity. Instead of every time, let's go for fast food. Let's go for fast food. It's better to make out time and go for, a comprehensive Taiwanese or Chinese cuisine, with all the ambience and everything, the lightings, the scented candles, the flowers, all of those things. Instead of just the one that you just run by the roadside for takeaways.
In other words, create memories.
Yes, create memories.
Change locations. Change venues.
Let there be quality. Quality over quantity. Okay? If you have to take someone out, instead of every week, and this it's better to do once a month. Okay. And then if you are visiting yourselves, let it not be just one person doing the visit and taking the whole stress.
The other person needs
alternate it.
Yes.
Alternate the visits. And seek support and counseling when needed. So if you notice that there's any strain in your relationship, seek support, seek counseling, and I'm sure everything will be back together again.
Well said.
Thank you. So what do you have to add to what we have brought to you today?
We just have 3 more minutes. So
we have just 3
let
more
us know
minutes.
what you think.
Tell us what you think, your take, your comments, your insights, your contributions. Have you gained value? Has it been insightful? Let us know in the comments.
Comment section. Okay, Faith Okwaraji said, yes, madam.
So we have 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes.
Oh, Priscilla said, God bless you. Real good, mommy and daddy.
God bless you too.
Okay, Innocent say, I love the vibe.
Thank you, Innocent. Master Ski says loyalty.
Loyalty is another key for better relationship.
You know what I noticed? Master Ski is saying that loyalty is another key. Hey. Master Ski, you and key.
Okay, but we got the message.
We got the message. Yes. Thank you for contributing.
Priscilla say, so insightful. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all for engaging. Thank you.
Thank you. Faith said that she's not in support of long distance relationship.
Yes, sir.
OBJ, okay. OBJ said good night, everyone. England lost the game. Oh yeah. Just well.
It's one of those things.
It's one of those things. It's a game.
They'll win next time.
They'll win next time.
You know, most times, people don't understand what it takes to win. You have to actually feel so that you can enjoy the win when it eventually comes. So it's okay.
Yes. All right, Faith. Thank you too. Faith, say God bless you.
Thank you, Master Ski.
Thank you, Master Ski.
Thank you.
And thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Comfort Bella. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. God bless you. And then we also encourage you to join us tomorrow morning.
Yes, tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Tomorrow evening.
And tomorrow evening, 9 p.m. Tomorrow evening, we'll be talking about leadership.
Yes.
Leadership. And you know what? You are a leader.
Everyone
You are a
is.
leader.
Yeah.
So we're trying to bring out the best in you so that you have that, what it takes to influence others around you to achieve that purpose.
Yes. Thank you,
So
everyone.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
God bless you.
Bye
Bye.
bye.